The determinants of poverty are multifaceted. Some of them are historically determined and some of them are structural. Within the context of the research that I'm doing, which is the level of the local state, part of this is the legacy of apartheid, but some of it is also due to the design of programs which have been put into place by the current government. And some of these at the macroeconomic level, that we've had times economic growth without redistribution. And so the benefits of growth, when it has happened, haven't trickled down to local communities. But at another level, it's also about basic service delivery, and here there are problems of accountability and capacity. So what we find is the design of policies are very good on paper, but their application is weak, and particularly holding the local state accountable remains a huge challenge. So at this level, that service deliveries are most keenly felt by poor communities. The longer-term strategies obviously relate to the economic frameworks that we have in place, and there are many challenges related to that. Basically, the redistributive mechanisms which are not in place at the moment. In the shorter term, some of the policy designs on service delivery, again, the policies are designed with a normative citizen in mind, and that normative citizen often excludes the very poor. And participation mechanisms we have in place to elicit the views of the very poor don't yield the results, and they're very often not included or factored into the design of policies that need to be implemented. Well, conventions and declarations like the MDGs do have a role to play, not least, and they provide benchmarks as to what is acceptable levels of poverty and time frames for remediation of poverty. But in and of themselves, they don't necessarily resolve problems that we have in individual countries. Elections are not fought on the goals of such conventions. And the accountability, which is so essential in ensuring that there's service delivery, there's no mechanism other than peer review and peer suasion. Governments do not stand and fall generally because of pressure from these conventions. It's down to local citizens and strong civil society to make sure that these goals are implemented.